Evening all, and welcome back to Kerbalism. So I have been going round and round and round in circles for a long time. I can't remember what the time was beforehand. I did glance, it was 8 days when I'm on 12, so I've been up here going round and round. We've got all the science, got all the materials for flying low by the moon, and the reason it's taken so long is because I've been waiting to find a place where I can burn the engines and get an encounter with Minmus. Because Minmus's plane is not level. That's the level plane. Minmus is a bit wonky. I could get out to Minmus, but I couldn't get the correct angle to get to it. And here I can. So we're going to give this a go and see what happens. It's 200 meters a second. We've got 924, but we have no engine ignitions left. This is set to 0 there. You can see that there. Ignitions are 0. So what I've done is I've set the engine thrust down to 25%. I'm going to try and fire at the right time, and if it goes wrong and goes and explodes or does whatever it does, we can ditch it and use the poodle instead. That's the idea. The poodle's got 2300 meters a second and 26 ignition, so that's a plenty. Skippers are redesigned as main engines. They are not designed main engines or second stage engines when you know you're going to burn straight away to do something. They're not designed for maneuvers in space. Although that being said, in real life we don't particularly do many manoeuvres in space. We use very small, tiny, cold thrust engines. But anyway, let's walk around to this one here. Let's hope I have signal when I get to where I need to be. Because I didn't even check that. Where are we going to be? We're going to be there. Yeah, that'd be fine. I don't know how long a Kerbal month is, but I don't feel as if it's 30 days like it is on Earth, or 20 odd days, whatever it is. I feel like it's more like 12. I should look that up. I should know that, shouldn't I? That would be something you think I'd know, in as much as I play this game, but I don't. Okay, 30 seconds. I'm completely expecting this engine to fail, but gotta give it a go, because if it does fire, it means I get to Minmus for free. And it has fired. Look at that. Roll the dice and it goes wonderfully. Cool. This is awesome. So essentially I can now get to Minmus for free on this engine. And I've not used any Delta V, any fuel that's in this tank up here. So we've still got that. So we could also do some other things. Maybe. I don't know. Let's slow down my thrust there. Slow my thrust right down because I want to get this encounter with Minmus dead right. It's not exactly, there we go, that's about as close as I can get to it, so yeah, it's not exactly a close one, but well, it's Minmus, and then we can use the poodle to get us in orbit, although I will try and fire this again when we get there, because hey, if we're going to roll the dice, let's roll them as many times as we can. So, let's jump out of here. And we can go over there. Now let's go back to Minmus and set ourselves a manoeuvre just to get ourselves into orbit so I know what I'm looking at. Oh, too far. Go back around, there we go. 134, yeah, loads of it, absolutely loads of it. I probably want to get that down as low as I can, really. But yeah, we're all good. So let's go back to the probe there. I had a friend of mine actually who was watching ask me how you jump back to the craft, because he knows how to go to different planets. You can just double click them or right click or double click a planet to go to. Oh, hold on, he says not being able to do it now. What is that? Oh, there's the moon. Can't click on Minmus. Broke it now. But yeah, if you focus on another body, you can use, well, on my keyboard it's the at or apostrophe symbol, and it just goes back to your default craft. So again, another thing you probably all knew, but hey, one person may not know it. Ooh, don't do that. Here we go. Right. Let's go out to Minmus. That craft go, woo. I know this drops down to 50 when you change there, but if you're going at a very high speed, sometimes it just goes wrong. I've noticed it. By the time it drops down to the 50 warp, you'll be like past it, particularly on this, because we're going to hit here. That's 2 hours. It's not so bad, but if you're just skimming something and you've only got a few minutes to do something, time warp can really be your enemy. Really, really. Okay, let's turn off physical time warp and turn on that time warp. There we go. And we'll try luck with this engine again. It'll be the second time. I might have actually used this first. It may be the third time I've used this engine with no ignitions. I'm not sure. Let's try. Go. Oh, we are really, really being lucky with this. It's unbelievable. Zoom. Boom. Oh, there we go. That was a bit close, I think. No, that's probably good. That's probably really good. Awesome. Okay, so this has no storage space. If I turn that one off and turn that one on, there we go. That was the problem. No storage space. So yeah, that one was full. All the other ones got depleted, so one got full. That's a nice change. Yeah. So I suppose I would like to see where low Minmus is. Let's go up here. Oh, mystery goo as well. Ooh. Ooh. Missed that one. Ooh, could have lost out on science there. 10 minutes, yeah, this is going to take a good 4 hours to get up there, so we're fine. I did also notice that if you time warp at high speeds, and like I am here, and I was going to switch over to like between high and low, sometimes it doesn't actually even start recording the science, which makes sense because if you fly past it at a really high time warp, the game will just go, you're here, and the next frame you're here, and the next frame you're there, and it might not pick up that you're there, or you might be here, and the next frame you'll be there, so you'll never technically be in low orbit according to the game. So just keep in mind, if you are doing science experiments, slow down your time warp a bit. 50 or 100 is probably okay. You can of course accelerate it faster when you know you're not gaining the science and just slow it down there, but you can skip over things there. I've done it a few times. Something else I like to do is just do that. Just say warp to there, and the game will go, okay, we'll take you around to there, bring you out of the warp, and then you can do what you want and take it in. So the question is, what's next? What's next? We've got 585 meters a second left on this one here. Do we dare try that engine again? Well, I'm going to try it again. I'm going to fire it as many times till it breaks, basically. There we go. No storage space. So we've got to turn that one off and turn that one on. That's now we're going to use our last, which makes sense. We had 6 points where we were going to gather materials, so that does make sense. But what I'm thinking is, oh yeah, I sent the rover to the North Pole as well, so. But we've got all the data from the rover we can possibly get. One thing is we do have a little bit of science left in there. There's a tiny amount left in that material bay that we could gather, and we've got some mysterious goo. I'm thinking of leaving the Kerbal system. Not going off to another planet because we want to recover all this that's on here. But I'm thinking maybe we are at Minmus. We are quite close to like the edge of the system. If I were to put a maneuver node here, they do something like that. Then just go a little bit more. We can break orbit, I believe. Maybe I need to go a bit further. We want to be travelling that way. Straight line. Oh, there we go. That would actually put us into interplanetary space. Now we could go out there only using 100 meters a second, just under. We could fill up this material bay, get the goo. We haven't used many of these goo ones here, and then come back. Because it's really easy. We'd be on pretty much the same orbit as Kerbin anyway. We'd be very, very close to it. So we'd have to do is slow down a little bit and catch up, because we'd be going out that way. So we'd have to fire that way to just push ourselves back into the orbit. I think that's kind of a good idea. I like that idea. So I think we're going to do that. We're going to give that a go. So let's go round to time warp. Wow, it was 4 days away. So we're in a 5-day orbit of Minmus. I did not realise it. Auto time warp cancelled. Why? Ooh, we have an alarm coming up. What's this? That's the wrong button. That's completely the wrong button. We have a Kerbal Jool. Ah. Ooh. Our maneuver node is in a day. Okay. Let's go back to the Space Center, and I'm gonna. Yeah, we're gonna build our Moho probe, but we're gonna build it to go to Jool. And here we are with a slightly uprated probe launcher to get to Jool. I put 3 of these large boosters on here. I didn't go with the mega boosters like I did in the previous one, because they do not let you angle or fly or do anything you want to do. These, it should, I mean, it says it's got 4,200 meters a second, but when you do the calculations to figure out, obviously, when you're up higher, you use less fuel. It should have about 8,000 meters a second, so yeah, I mean, I calculated it in surface, and well, I calculated it. No, I didn't. Sorry, Kerbal Engineer did it, and then I just took the average, so it should have enough to get to Jool. If not, well, yeah. So I'm going to do exactly the same thing. Gravity turn, first guess. Okay, and we're going to swap that over. I swear I changed that in the VAB, and then when I come here, it's in the wrong place. Odd. So, fire the engines. Nothing failed. Go. Go. Weird. You have to click the launch button and then also press spacebar for the next stage. So, what on earth? Why did you? Oh yes, of course, because the probes are facing a different direction than the other ones. But yeah, we are go, and hopefully this will be able to get up there, and Gravity Turn could do a decent job of getting us into orbit. So, Gravity Turn definitely did a better job there. It got us up. I'm just firing the engine here to finish off the orbit, but yeah, it got us up to 80 kilometers, and my periapsis was only about minus 100 or so. So, much better. I might have to try and be a bit more aggressive with these angles. I'm not sure. Oh well. You live and learn, live and learn. I'm just put the engine up a bit further here, and then turn it all the way back down again. And the thing is, I don't want to turn this engine off because I've used both the ignitions on it, and it's still got. Oh, actually, no, it hasn't. Okay, I'll take that back. Maybe I do want to use the ignitions on it because, yeah. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We'll use up the fuel that's on board. Send us into a pretty good orbit. So, yeah, it wasn't planned to use exactly the amount of fuel to get into orbit. It's just how I've done it here. Yeah, we're going to get quite a higher. If I can get my periapsis up without keeping my apoapsis rising. Point straight up and see if that's going to help. It's not. It's the other way around. I should have pointed it straight down. Oh well. Do. There we go. Let's just let the fuel finish burning off there and push our periapsis up. Which is where we are right now. Actually, we're at our periapsis. So that's not particularly going to do anything that I want it to do. Okay, but there we go. We're out of fuel. Whatever. It doesn't matter. We're in a slightly elliptical orbit. It's not important. Okay, let's ditch that off. Oh! Make sure you have the engine turned off when you're doing that. All that sort of thing happens. Okay, so we've got 4,000 meters a second, and to get from the low orbit of Kerbin to the low orbit of Jool is 2,300. So yeah, I think overall this had about 8,000 meters on it, which was kind of what I figured, or what Kerbal Engineer figured, and I just picked the numbers between the two. Now, I will say, I mentioned in previous episodes that I use a website called 13375.de to get all the information for it's basically it's you've obviously seen the Kerbal cheat sheet. I'll try and put it on screen if I remember, where you add up all the delta V and it tells you how much you need to get to where you're going for. This one's a digital version of it, but unfortunately it's down, it's not working. There is an archived version of it. I shall remember to put a link in the description to the archive version. Oh, actually, the main website's back up again. So, okay. But it is a fantastic website, and if you play Kerbal Space Program a lot, the default map, it doesn't work with the extended planet maps, but yeah, it's very, very useful. I shall definitely put a link in that to below, and I'm very happy the main website's come up and it hasn't been removed. Maybe I'll have to make a copy of it for future reference, because it's a resource I really do not want the internet to lose. Thank you whoever figured out doing web archives. That was a genius thing. So now we need to go to Jool. Jool is the green one. That one there. I don't know why I went to the red one. Nope. Dres Jool. Set as target. Okay. So I guess we kind of want to be going out. So I want to be firing away from the sun. So yeah, I'm going to do it. That's the AN. Let's do it there. And fire. Zoom. That's not where I want to be going. Nope. I want to be doing it here. I want our line, our approach line, to be kind of level with the our orbital line, which is that red dotted one is not our orbital line. That's my actual probe line. But you can see it's kind of level with it. And if you fire it so that you are doing that, you're using the gravity's planet to assist you to go, which is awesome. We will get an encounter with the moon. That's not particularly important. We could probably use that, actually. We did something like that. It would actually speed us up. We're coming around the back of the moon. That would speed us up. Let's do that. All I'm doing is holding the thing down. For some strange reason it moves. I think it's because we're holding it in that position and the planet is actually rotating underneath us. So let's take that down to about 50. That would give us a bit of a kick. Might as well use some free delta V whilst we can. Actually, I don't think that is helping us at all, is it? Not really, no. No, it's probably not. Because it's slightly moving our orbit off in the wrong direction. Let me just get my orbit up there somewhere. There. That's where we kind of want to be going. And yeah, we wouldn't actually get any help from the moon at all there. We did that, we would. Where would that send us? That would send us, wow, right out there. So that little kick from the moon might help, might not. I'm not entirely sure. But either way, it's actually, we're going to be missing... what's going on there? We're not level, are we? Ooh, no. Wow, do you know what? Let's forget the moon. That's going to send us off, I do not know where. That would not be helpful. Okay. And we can use a lot less fuel doing that. There we go. There's our encounter with Jool. There, kind of at our apex. That's what I wanted. Okay. So... oh, that's almost perfect. We'll be coming around the front of Jool, which will mean we'll slow down. And all I'm doing here is just using the mouse wheel over the nodes. Okay, there's your proper encounter with Jool. That is a let's crash straight into Jool. What a brilliant idea that would be. Well, I want to try and get level with it. Because if I can get level with it, then it's much easier to go to its moons. I mean, one is a bit meh, but yeah. But that would be much easier to go to its moons. So there we go. You can use the moons to slow down as well, but I'm not overly worried about that. Jool doesn't have any biomes that I know of, so there's no point in trying to get in a let's have a look here. So light, for instance. Untick that one. We want everyone, please. Jool. Yeah, it's got space low, and space high. That's it. And its moons, like Lathe, for instance, does have biomes, but it's got space high and space low. Val, space highs, but so we only have to fly by them to get the information, which is perfect. I do wonder, let's go in this way, whether we could get in front of a Lathe on our first trip. No, there's no point. Okay, we'll just do this. We'll go to Jool, and then we will let's see if I can get a bit closer to Jool, shall we? Oh, what's that? That's a crash into a planet? No, it's not. That's 7,000 is a bit much. I don't know what the actual height on Jool is. I'm honest with you. I'm gonna go for 1 million. There we go. Because I don't know what the actual according to the map, low orbit is 210 kilometers. Did we just fly past our... I think we... No, we didn't. Nope. What did that happen? There we go. Okay, that'll do. And we'll tweak it when we get there, because we've got a poodle, and the poodle has 25 ignitions, so we're good. Okay. Let's do this. Let's go around to here. Now, another problem to this is that I don't know whether that satellite dish is strong enough to do what we want to do. We will go over here, fly past, and then come back down here. So if we lose signal there, it will still gain the science, because the science is all turned on, I hope. Oh dear. Oh dear. I missed the... That's fine. Fire the engine. There. Okay. Let's turn the science on, make sure... Yeah, it is all turned on. Awesome. And let's extend the antennas, because I put 3 more antennas on here. So it actually has this one at the front and 3 at the back, pointing backwards. Just for redundancy, because it's going to be in orbit for a long time. It's going to be in space for a long time. I'm worried that these might break down or go something wrong. And it does say combinable as well. So I wonder if all of them added together will help. I don't know what the rules are on that. I don't even know how far Jool is away. I'm really bad at doing the actual maths for this. I just like, you know, I like pretty rockets. That's the thing. We missed our target, burn, but that shouldn't really be a problem. I don't think. I think we'll be okay with it. I don't leave lots of junk up in space, but don't think we have to worry about Kessler syndrome just yet. But what I want to do is go back to Jool again and try and keep this as close to target as I can. It would be nice. Oh dear. It would be very nice if I had a point out maneuver node, but you don't get that for a long time yet. So both in probe cores and in Kerbals. I should really also do some Kerbals further out. I think maybe we should send a Kerbal to Minmus just to get the experience. We do have a mission to build a station in orbit as well, so we'll see. I wouldn't mind putting a science laboratory up there. Not entirely sure how. Wait, what? Hang on, hang on, hang on. Hang on. What's... Something's gone wrong. Something has gone wrong. We are getting a flyby of Jool. Did I miss it? Did it? No, we didn't go past it. We was... I think it's fired for far too long. That's weird. Okay. Okay, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. Right, let's go back to this here. How long before you leave? 1 day and 1 hours. How long until our Minmus probe, which I cannot see? Have I accidentally turned off stuff up here? No. Why can't I see the Minmus? Why can't I see anything? Why can't I see any of the other? Oh, they're there. Oh wow. Okay. Strange. See, that's got something coming up in less than a day, hasn't it? Because we've been up here 45 minutes. I'll tell you what we do. What we'll do is we will go up here. No, we'll go and do the Minmus probe, and then we'll come back to this one, and then we'll set a... Because I can't... I want to set a clock to say change of SOI change, but that's going to be when we change from Kerbin to the Sun, not when we change from the Sun to Jool. So yeah, so we'll go over to our Minmus probe. Is the material probe, that one there, and we'll do what we was doing there, and then we'll come back again and finish that one off. But unfortunately, looking at the time, I can't actually do this because we've run out of time. We also don't have a connection to this. Why aren't they deployed? Why aren't they... They were deployed. Why would they go in? Oh, that's got a problem. I wonder whether we can get connection to one of these probes. Damn it, it's not going to be in a minute. Oh, there's one there as well. Can we get a connection to one of these and then jump start it? That'd be really nice. I am confused. They were deployed. Why are they no longer deployed? And I don't think I don't have another antenna in here. I've got this one, but that one can't be a relay? Well, that's completely spoiled the plans. Yeah. Maybe, I mean, these probes are quite far away. We've lost that one. That's okay. Can I please get... There we go. We've got a link to that one down there. Awesome. Right. Would you very kindly deploy those? Why were they disabled? The only situation they should be disabled in, automatically, is if we end up in an atmosphere. They turn off. Then we end up back in space, they turn on. They're unlinked. Unlinked, turn on. There we go. So if something goes wrong, turn them back on again. How strange. Okay. So I guess we'll change this to be the next orbit along. And we'll do it in 5 days. So, yeah. So I will come back next episode doing that one there. I'll set up a clock up for the other probe. And we shall take it from there. So, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this one. I hope to see you again in the next one. And until then, as always, have fun.